A royal rebellion. Has Prince Harry gone too far? Prince Harry, once the beloved mischievous royal, now finds himself at the heart of yet another crisis. Just when the dust seemed to settle on his royal exit, a new storm brews in the heart of Britain's oldest institution, the House of Lords. A motion is underway that could see him stripped of his royal titles once and for all. What exactly led to this dramatic escalation? Could this mark the final break between Harry and the monarchy? Buckle up. This royal saga is far from over, and the stakes have never been higher. What we're witnessing might be the monarchy's boldest move yet against one of their own. The prince who walked away. When Prince Harry and Meghan Markle made their dramatic departure from royal life in 2020, they shook the very foundations of the monarchy. Stepping back from official duties, they sought a life of independence in the United States. But Harry insisted on keeping his royal titles, Duke of Sussex, among others, a link to the family legacy he wasn't ready to sever. To Harry, those titles represented more than privilege. They were a part of his identity. However, many critics argued that one couldn't have it both ways, enjoying the titles without carrying the responsibilities. The tension between duty and freedom has only intensified since their move, and now it's boiling over into public confrontation. Those titles became more than names. They became symbols of the tug-of-war between old-world royalty and modern autonomy. The House of Lords makes a move. Fast forward to today, and a surprising twist has entered the royal drama. Members of the House of Lords, Britain's historic chamber of nobility and law, have raised the question: should Prince Harry still hold royal titles while openly criticizing the institution he was born into? A formal motion has been proposed to review and potentially strip his titles. This is not a ceremonial gesture. It would be a symbolic severing of one of Harry's last ties to royal privilege. The motion's backers argue that holding a title while attacking the monarchy is a contradiction that cannot stand. The House of Lords is pushing for a clear message. Loyalty must come with the crown, or not at all. Why now? Timing is everything. So why is this happening now? Some believe recent interviews, memoirs, and documentaries have fanned the flames. Harry's memoir, Spare, pulled back the curtain on royal life, but not everyone appreciated the candid, often brutal insights. Combined with his and Meghan's public projects with Netflix and Spotify, critics argue that Harry has crossed the line from whistleblower to royal antagonist. Some lords see this as the monarchy's last chance to assert its dignity before public trust erodes further. Timing is critical. If the monarchy doesn't act now, they risk appearing weak and complicit. Harry's reported reaction, a royal eruption behind palace doors. And across the Atlantic, sources close to Harry reveal his reaction was anything but calm. Known for his fiery temper, Harry reportedly lost it upon hearing the news. Insiders describe heated phone calls with his advisors and a furious scramble to figure out next steps. For Harry, this is more than just a title. It's about his heritage, his late mother's legacy, and the life he left behind. Losing his titles would be a public rebuke, a final, unforgiving severance from the family he once called home. Those closest to Harry claim he views this move as not just political, but deeply personal. Behind closed doors, Harry is reportedly battling feelings of anger, betrayal, and disillusionment. Meghan's influence, calm or chaos? Where does Meghan Markle fit into all this? Insiders say Meghan has been playing a more cautious hand. While fiercely supportive of Harry, she reportedly advised him to stay calm and avoid public retaliation. Meghan understands the stakes, not just emotionally, but politically and financially. Their entire brand leans on the mystique of royal connection. If those titles disappear, so does a big part of the brand's appeal. Behind closed doors, Meghan is said to be strategizing, looking at how to turn even this potential loss into an opportunity. Her advice has reportedly been to focus on long-term reputation, not short-term emotions. The British public weighs in. Public opinion is as divided as ever. In the UK, polls show a split. Some believe Harry has betrayed the monarchy and should lose his titles. Others think stripping him would be an act of cruelty. Among the older generation, loyalty to the crown runs deep, and Harry's tell-alls have left a sour taste. Younger Brits, however, are more sympathetic, seeing him as someone standing up against outdated traditions. The media is fueling the fire, with headlines painting Harry as both a villain and a victim. Across the Atlantic, American audiences seem more supportive, but Britain's opinion could tip the scales. Could Harry fight back? Is there anything Harry can do to stop this? Technically, royal titles are bestowed by the monarch, King Charles III, not Parliament or the House of Lords. While the Lords can suggest and push public debate, the final call rests with the king. Would Charles really go that far, to strip his own son of his dukedom? Many believe Charles would be reluctant to escalate family drama further. However, insiders say Harry is already consulting legal experts about potential responses. He could opt to relinquish the titles voluntarily, turning a forced loss into a principled stand. What happens if Harry loses his titles? Losing the titles would have more than symbolic consequences. Officially, he'd no longer be referred to as His Royal Highness or the Duke of Sussex. From a branding standpoint, this could hit hard. Book deals, documentaries, speaking engagements, much of their marketability is linked to their royal ties. The risk isn't just personal humiliation, it's financial devastation. Without the royal aura, the Sussex brand may need an urgent, dramatic rebrand to stay afloat. 9. The bigger picture. The monarchy's new era. This controversy isn't just about one man, it signals a broader shift within the monarchy. As King Charles steers the institution into a new era, he faces the delicate balance of modernizing while maintaining tradition. Harry's situation highlights the tension between those values, between the demands of an ancient institution and the personal freedoms of the modern world. How Charles handles this situation will set a precedent for how the monarchy deals with dissent from within. The monarchy must walk a fine line, adapt too little and risk irrelevance, adapt too much and lose its mystique. What's next for Prince Harry? For now, Harry remains silent, at least publicly. But insiders say he's weighing his next move carefully. Will he issue a statement? Will he fight to keep his titles or finally let go of the last threads tying him to the monarchy? One thing's for sure, Prince Harry's story is far from over. Whether he chooses to battle or walk away, the world will be watching every step of his journey. In the end, Harry's legacy might not be defined by the titles he holds, but by the battles he chooses to fight. The House of Lords move has sparked a royal earthquake, and at the center of it stands Prince Harry. Will he be stripped of his titles and cast even further from the royal fold? Or will he carve out a new destiny, one no crown could ever define? What do you think? Should Harry be allowed to keep his royal titles, or has he crossed the line too many times? Thanks for watching. Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe for more stories that dig deep into the headlines. Because in the royal world, every decision echoes far beyond the palace gates.